All right, this will be my first video of the garden. I have two 4x8 beds that I built from recycled pallets and wood that I have collected. So essentially, other than the screws, I built these, and the soil. I built these for probably $100. Got some strawberries going. And down in there, there's some carrots. I planted out the carrots and they didn't come up. And so I just planted some strawberries in there, and now I have carrots and strawberries going. But I do believe that they will be okay. I don't see any issues with that as far as them taking over. I've kind of made it to where they're not as shaded out and thinned it out a bit. It used to be a little thicker. Then behind there, we have a sunflower going, and then the sugar peas are still producing. You can kind of see where they're starting to get a little sad from the heat out here. It's about 85 degrees today, so they're gonna slowly start kind of petering off. But the ones that are getting more shade, I might end up putting up some shade cloth back on these. These are made for shade cloth to go on and protect them from the Arizona sun out here. So these are bell peppers. All three of these are bell peppers, and they're going on year 2 now. This will be their second year in the garden, and they're already putting on fruit and lots of flowers. So yeah, this guy, oh wow, I didn't even see that guy down in there. So yeah, wow, lots of little bell peppers in there. Yeah, that's neat. So this guy, same thing, putting on a lot of fruit, a lot of flowers. They definitely could use bigger cages in here. I'm just gonna leave them. I should have changed out the cages while they were, I chopped them way back, and this is what they're doing. So they're taking off again and have a good start. Let's see, go around here. These are some green onions from the grocery store. You know, the green onions you get in a little pack. Just cut them off about that big, leave the roots, leave a little bit of the white and the green part, stick them in the soil, and they are massive. Some more sunflowers there. Let's see. Yeah, the same time I planted the carrots out, I planted the broccoli and cauliflower, and the cat got in here and scratched up the bed. She didn't go to the bathroom in here, luckily. But yeah, so I just thought, well, I'll just plant peas and strawberries and see how it goes. And all these broccoli and cauliflower started popping up all over the place afterward. And so I just relocated them to this side of the bed. They used to be over there under the peas. As you can see, there's still some that I've just kind of left because I try and maximize my space in the beds as much as possible, and my plants definitely get crowded. But with this heat out here in Arizona, crowding the plants isn't a bad deal because you create somewhat of like a microclimate down below, and it really keeps the soil nice and cool along with the straw and stuff like that. So yeah, this bed's, still rocking once the peas finish off. I don't know what I'm putting in here, but I'll keep you updated. This is just kind of a thrown together bed. I didn't really plan this out, but I had tomatoes in here last year and the peppers. So here's a little pea plant. It's a different variety than the one in the bed, but it's got a few peas on it. It died way back, and it's just taking its time to come back. So same with this guy. This was a tomato from last year, and it made it through the winter and did really well and grew really tall, and it's just not doing well. It's on the drip along with both the beds, but the drip is not, it's sufficient. There's plenty of moisture in the soil, so I don't know if it's the soil itself or the plant's just been stunted so much, but there is fruit on it here. Some of the older fruit has fallen off, and I like to leave stuff like that in the soil and let it come back, and then I get random volunteers everywhere. But yeah, there's still a little fruit on here, so we'll see how that goes. Same over here with the garlic, or not garlic, the green onions from the grocery store. These guys are massive, and this one has a really pretty flower. We've been taking photos of it every day, every other day, and we're gonna, you know, do a little picture collage of that. But look at the stalks on these things. They're almost like a leek now. They're massive. So oh yeah, and then we have a red flesh dragon fruit here. I don't even know how to control this thing. I think I'm gonna cut a few of these off and kind of repot them and get that kind of more staked up here soon, because it's now taken off. It took a while, but it's getting there. So I made these cages, and I'm kind of just mapping stuff out of where I want stuff this year. But yeah, I made some nice bigger tomato cages, because the ones like this style from the store are just junk. And yeah, I planted these guys a little too close. This one is a 3-year jalapeno. It's been out here in the garden for 3 years now. Wait, no, 2. But 2 solid years. Those are 1.5 years. Okay, yeah. And then that one was from last year, so that's going on its 2nd year. This tomato is a Cherokee Purple, and it's from last year as well, and it grew off and down the bed and onto the ground. You can see how old the stalk is here, and it's got some growth. But yeah, it just didn't want to quit on us, so, and we're not gonna let it. It's got some nice fruit in there already. I saw some other ones. Oh, here, there's another one right there. A few more, some new flowers. So yeah, I could see this growing to the top of this cage and just becoming absolutely massive. So and that's what I'll do. I'll let it do that, and as the fruits come in, I'll just cut out a section and reach in, and I can almost get my hand in there, but you know, cut out some little squares and be able to access it. So yeah, that's what I got going on in these beds. And you know, they have a, what is this, a 40% shade cloth up top, which does pretty well. But what I do in the summertime, when it's 100 something outside, I'll put canvas here on this end, a canvas here across the top to shade out. Usually I have stuff going on in the middle here. I'll shade that out, and then it also provides shade for this area. See where my hand's kind of casting, it'll provide more shade for that. And then I do a canvas on this side for the morning sun as well. So I'll walk you over here and show you this little I think this bed's a 5 by 5. I didn't actually measure it. This was just some scrap wood I had picked up from a job I did, and same with this bed here. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, just leftover lumber from different projects I've worked on, and yeah, it's been nice. So here is some Brussels sprouts, and they started out real small, and they ended up putting out a ton of Brussels sprouts on the bottom. And you know how well you can see. There you go, there's a good shot. Ooh, look at all those aphids. I need to get out here with the neem oil and do a spray tonight. I've kind of neglected the garden the last month and a half or so, but I think that these are going to grow taller and you know, produce more Brussels sprouts there on the stalks. So we'll see how that goes, but maybe I can zoom. I'm trying to both hands. I need 3 hands for this. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. Show you these 2 over here. There's a total of 6 in here. This one's kind of getting shaded out, but look at all those Brussels sprouts, including the aphids down there. Wow. So I have the net up for these guys so the cat doesn't get in here, but once the beds are planted out, the cat doesn't mess with them. So let's see if I can get my camera one more time, show you. They're pretty loaded down there. And leave a comment down in the comment section if you've grown, but this is my first time growing Brussels sprouts. But I believe those should stay compact and nice size until these ones up here catch up, and you know, it'll turn into a nice big stalk. And yeah, look at that. Get the camera in there. Just show you all those Brussels sprouts. So I think if that's all I get, I did pretty good on these for my first time. So not complaining. Then we got a nice kale over here. And it looks like it's gonna start to go to seed, which I'm kind of sad about, but it is getting warm out here. So, but that is a beautiful kale plant. I'm gonna show you down here as well. Got a little mushroom action going on, and that means your soil. Oh wow, I haven't even seen this. Check this out. Whole mushroom village down there. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna have to take some screenshots of that. That's amazing. So this soil is just great. All the soil across all the beds I have is really good, but these 3 beds in particular are really good. So in these beds, I just had a bunch of lettuce planted out, and they bolted and went to seed. We got a ton of lettuce off of these, so they definitely did their job. And you know, I didn't want to collect the seeds this year. I just, you know, don't have enough time to let them finish out. I want to get more plants in the ground, so I chopped those back. But I did leave this one dinosaur kale here, and look at those seed pods on there. So I'm gonna let this finish off and let these seeds fully mature, because I don't have any seeds of this, and I want to keep those genetics. It wasn't the greatest, but I just like to have certain things like that, you know, for the future and whatnot. So but yeah, this is kind of my plan in these beds. As you can see, I got the irrigation already set up on timers, so it comes on 5 a.m., goes off at 5 p.m. as well. So here in an hour or so, these will kick on. But so yeah, I'm gonna do tomato here, here, and here, and then these cages are upside down. I might leave them like that. Actually, these style cages actually do better upside down, I found. And you just stake them down with like a horseshoe stake in the soil or something. But yeah, so do 3 tomatoes in the back, and then 2 peppers in the front, and then on the sides I'm gonna do some kind of beneficial flowers, and you know, marigolds, or there's a few other ones. I've been doing some research, so you'll see that coming soon. But yeah, I'm excited for you know, what's to come with this. And over here we'll do tomato. I'm a little concerned about being able to get into the back there, because these beds, I don't have access all the way around, but I should be able to go from this side, and you know, once I cut some access holes, be able to reach in there and get to everything on the plant. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, tomatoes, and then do a pepper here. 2 tomatoes here as well. This one, I actually might slide these over and then do 2 peppers in the middle. But then anywhere that there's an open space like this, I'm gonna do some kind of beneficial or onions, something like that, and not waste this space, because all these beds get watered and it's nice and rich soil. So Yeah, and then they will get filled in with straw later on. So, yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Oh, this was a, failed attempt. I think it got too much water. Here's another sunflower that's doing better than all the other ones. I put these seeds in last year around this time, and they're just now coming up, which is crazy. But this one has, let me get the right lighting for you. This one has a sunflower coming here, and then it looks like I've never seen anything like that. Maybe that's what sunflowers do. I don't know. That is strange, but we'll see. So, yeah. Anyways, first little video. Just thought I'd show the garden for my friends and family, and I'm really impressed with these strawberries and how massive these leaves are. I have never done good with strawberries, so, and they're already sending off runners. So, some here, some all the way over there. So I don't want these strawberries to take over this bed because they're just massive, but I want to keep them in this section right here and kind of keep a little, probably 2x3 square out of this bed just for strawberries, because that seems like a pretty good variety. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Alright, I got a little bonus video. I'm going to apply the neem oil for all those aphids. I got it all mixed up into here. And then I'm going to do a little feeding. Usually I just blend this into the soil, but tonight I'm going to do a little tea and just kind of gently hand water it in. I got about 2 handfuls in here. I'm sure there's a recipe on the bag for it, but I buy the 10, 15 pound bags and just put them in this bucket. It's got a lid and stuff, but yeah, so I'm gonna apply that to the plants. All right, so I got the spray all done. Just gonna give this a little mix. Get that stuff nice and mixed up. Not the best watering can in the world. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, it's gonna work good. Maybe. Oh, got enough in there. One-handed everything. And see that nice juice on the plants. Uh-oh. Oh, see, it's plugging up my I don't think I can use this. It's plugging up all those little holes in there. So I get like a second. Yeah, I'll have to. I brought another can out here. Let's see. Grab this guy. Try this out. Oh yeah. So this is, I don't know if I said it earlier, but this is just Dr. Earth. And essentially this is like a compost tea, but it's not. So it's more of like a nutrient feeding, but it's all organic. So just get a little around the plants. These guys already got watered today, but they will appreciate this food. And the reason I'm doing this is because I feel like these could be just a little, see the color difference? They could just be a little greener. So they're probably fighting a little bit for food in here, but that's okay because I'm gonna combat that with this extra nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Get all that stuff working, and they will be happy. Look out, buddy. Just kind of go over. It's good foliar feed too for these guys. I'm not going to go too crazy and get right at the root base, just get it on in there. So it'll be just fine. They'll be happy. Anything that's fallen over, like the carrots, it'll stand back up tomorrow. I'm not too worried about it. So, just a little bonus clip. Thought I'd show you what I'm doing. It's probably 8 o'clock, but the grind never stops.